Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to look at compound Boolean expressions. And we're going to start by gathering some user input about is it sunny, is it raining, and what's the temperature outside. And we have a comment up here that states, I will go surfing if it is sunny or if the temperature is greater than 80 and it's not raining. So we're going to need to process this user input to see whether or not this person is going to go surfing. So the is it sunny response, that got stored as a string called sun. So we're going to make a Boolean variable called sunny, and we're going to do the dot equals method on that string. So sun dot equals capital Y. If that is true, then true will be stored in our Boolean sunny. Okay, we're going to repeat that for rainy. So let's go ahead and change sunny to raining. And we'll look at the contents of the string rain that was input by the user. And if that's a capital Y, right, then raining will also be true. So now we're ready to write our conditional statement. So if, and the two things, or three things that we want to check. First, we want to check, is it sunny? So if sunny, then we've got an or. And in Java, or is a double vertical line. So this is asking, is it sunny or, and then we want the temperature to be greater than 80 and it not be raining as our alternative. So we're going to group those two things in parentheses. So if the temp is greater than 80, and then that's being joined with an and. In Java, we use a double ampersand for the and. It's not raining. Okay? The not is the exclamation point. So not raining would be exclamation point raining. Then we close the parentheses on our expression and close the parentheses on the condition. So if that evaluates to true, then we'll say system.out.println, let's go surfing. Okay, and then otherwise, so our else, we'll say I'm not surfing today. Okay, so let's go ahead and compile. Look and see if we have any syntax errors to clean up. And then we can run and test out our program. So let's say it is sunny, it's not raining, and the temperature is pretty cool, 67.3 degrees. Okay. The response is let's go surfing, and that's because the first part of our or statement, sunny, was true, right? True or true is true. True or false is true. If any part of this or statement is true, it will result in a true. Okay, now let's try another combination. So is it sunny? No. So now we're going to have this first part of the or statement evaluate to false. So Java now has to come and look at the second part of that statement and see if that is true. Because if the second part is true, even though the first part is false, that's going to evaluate the whole expression to true. Okay, so next it's going to look and see, is it raining? So let's say, yes, it is raining, and the temperature is 90 degrees. Okay, we're still not surfing today, and that's because we needed it to have both the temperature greater than 80, which is true, and it not be raining. But it is raining, and true and false evaluates to false. So we have false or false, which means we're not surfing today. Okay, let's try another combination. So let's say it is not sunny, it is not raining, and then when we ask for the temperature, let's say it's still too cold. It's 45.7 degrees, right? Not surfing today is our result, and this time sunny evaluated to false, the temperature evaluated to false, not raining, that is true, but false and true is still false. Okay, so now let's make this first condition false. So is it sunny? No. Is it raining? No. And we're going to have the temperature be nice and warm. So 86.5 degrees. Now we're going to go surfing, right? Let's go surfing. Even though sunny was false, the temperature and the not raining, that was true and true. So two trues make a true, false or true is going to evaluate to true, and we get our let's go surfing out. And when we have compound Boolean expressions like this one, the order of precedence for these operators in Java is that Java is always going to look at the not operator first. Okay, then it's going to look at the and then it will evaluate the or. So if you don't have parentheses grouping anything, that order of operations or precedence for those symbols is going to be really important. You can force Java to do things in parentheses, though. It's going to do them in parentheses first. So if you want an operation to occur, you can group it in parentheses to force that to go first. Okay, now another thing that Java does is something called short circuiting when we have compound Boolean expressions to evaluate. And what short circuiting means is that for and or statements, Java is first going to look at the very first expression that it comes to, and if it can determine the rest of the result without looking at the next, it will. So for instance, in this case, sunny, if sunny is true, because it's followed by an or, Java will never even consider what comes next, because sunny is true, and a true or anything is going to evaluate to true. So that would be an example of short circuiting. Okay, in an and expression, okay, if the first part is false, so say the temperature is not greater than 80, Java will not even look at the rest of what comes after that and, because it can tell that a false and anything is going to be false. Okay, so short circuiting is when Java can figure out the result of a Boolean expression without having to read what comes after the and or the or operators.